Hello everyone. Today's Cretaceous profile we're going to be doing is Rajasaurus. Is a genus of carnivorous abelisaurid theropod dinosaur from the late Cretaceous of India. Lived in the Maastrichtian about 67 million years ago. Containing one species, Rajasaurus nordamensis. The bones were excavated from the Lamita Formation in the Gujarat state of western India, probably inhabiting what is now the Narmada River Valley. It was formerly described by paleontologist Jeffrey A. Wilson and colleagues in 2003 based on a partial skeleton comprising the brain case, spine, hip bone, legs, and tail, a first for an Indian theropod. The dinosaur was likely measured 22 feet and had a single horn on the forehead, which was probably used for display and head-butting. Like other abelisaurids, Rajasaurus was probably an ambush predator. India at this time was an island due to the breakup of the supercontinent Gondwana, though it is possible animals still were able to migrate to the from nearby continents. The creation of the subfamily Rajasaurine and its inclusion of abelisaurids from India, Madagascar, and Europe, including Rajasaurus, further reiterates this that the Lamita Formation has yielded several other dinosaur species, including abelisaurids and titanosaurine sauropods, similar to other Gondwanan masses. The area during the Cretaceous was probably forested and served as a nesting grounds for several creatures. The Lamita Formation was discovered in 1981 by geologists working for the Geological Survey of India. G.N.
Dwivedi and Dhananjay Mahendra Kumar Mohabi.
After being given limestone structures, later recognized as dinosaur eggs by workers of the ACC cement quarry in the village of Rahili near the city Balasinor in the Gujarat state of western India. The remains of Rajasaurus were found in this fossil-rich limestone bed, which GSI geologist Shri Shavasta was assigned to excavate on two separate trips from 1982, 1983, and 1983. 1984 and 2001, teams from the American Institute of Indian Studies and the National Geographic Society, with the support of Punjab University, joined the study in order to reconstruct the excavated remains. Fragments of Rajasaurus were also found near Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the names. Sorry about that. In the northern part of the Lamita Formation, nearly a piece of the upper jaw, Rajasaurus was formally described in 2003 by geologist Jeffrey A. Wilson and colleagues. The holotype specimen of Rajasaurus comprises a partial skeleton, GSI type number 211 141/1-33, which includes the maxillate and premaxillate brain case and chordate bone on the skull and spine, hip bone, legs, and tail in the postcranial remains. It is the first Indian theropod to have preserved these postcranial remains. It is possible Rajasaurus, Lematosaurus, and Indosaurus are synonymous, though this cannot be confirmed due to fragmentary remains, and the Lematosaurus specimen has been lost. And for its size, in 2010, paleontologist Gregory S. Paul estimated the body length of Rajasaurus at 11 meters, 36 feet, and weight at 4 metric tons, 4.4 short tons. In 2016, its length was estimated to be 6.6 meters, 22 feet. Rajasaurus closely resembles the Madagascan abelisaurid, Majangasaurus. Rajasaurus typically had 4 fingers, short arms, and to compensate a heavily constructed head, which was a primarily tool for hunting. However, the skull was short. They probably had modest jaw musculature, and the teeth were short. Rajasaurus probably had a bite force similar to Allosaurus at around 3,500 newtons, or 790 pounds of force. The pelvis and hind limb bones of the comptus Lematosaurus have been suggested to belong to Rajasaurus, based on shared features in the lydium. It also appears to be from a larger specimen than the holotype. And for its classification, Wilson in 2003 assigned Rajasaurus to a subfamily Carnotaurine, being more closely related to abelisaurids like Majangasaurus and the South American Carnotaurus than to African abelisaurids as Africa. He believed had separated from Gondwana first. In South America, India and Madagascar were connected via Antarctica on the basis of several similarities, such as presence of the sagittal crest, neck vertebrae with 2 air pockets, the configuration of the nasal bones, a fleshy growth on the frontal bone, and the thick skull roof. However, if this were the case, then African abelisaurids would have displayed enderisms, not Rajasaurus. In 2008, paleontologist Matthew Cononel created the subfamily Brachyrostera for South American abelisaurids as the sister taxon of Carnotaurine, with abelisaurids migrating through the Gondwanan continent via small land connections as they broke apart until they were completely separated in the Middle Cretaceous. In 2014, the subfamily Rajasaurine was erected by paleontologist Terry Tortosa to separate the newly discovered European Acrophonator, Rajasaurus, Indosaurus, Rahilosaurus, and Rajasaurus from South American abelisaurids based on physical characteristics such as elongated anterior bladel, fenestrae in front of the eye sockets, and sagittal crest that widen into a triangular surface towards the front of the head, despite large oceanic barriers. It has been suggested that a migration of abelisaurids took place in the late Cretaceous between Africa, Europe, Madagascar, and India, which ultimately isolated the South American abelisaurids. It is possible that migration occurred between Europe and India across Africa, giving its proximity to both, and the volcanic Dracostrian island arc may have allowed island hopping and indicating path to Asia, though these are still questionable explanations. How do they migrate from continents remains a mystery. And for its paleobiology, the horn of Rajasaurus could have been used for display or head-butting with other Rajasaurus individuals. Head-butting infers from the lack of shock-absorbing cancellation bone in the skull. Could have been both or either low-motion shoving matches, like modern today's marine iguanas, or focused on the neck and the flank like giraffes. The neck muscles, though in abelisaurs, were adapted for withstanding high stresses. The horn could have been used for defending territory or for mating matches. Abelisaurs may have been ambush predators, using a bite and hold tactic to hunt large prey. The leg bones of Rajasaurus are comparatively short to other similarities-sized theropods, suggesting the dinosaur was comparatively slower. This same condition is seen in Rajasaurus. However, ceratosaurs may have been able to rapidly accelerate. In paleoecology, Rajasaurus has been found in the Lametta Formation, a rock unit radiometrically dated to the Maastrichtian state age of the latest Cretaceous, representing an arid or semi-arid landscape with river flowing through it, probably providing shrub cover near the water, which formed between episodes of volcanism in the Deccan Traps. Rajasaurus likely inhabited what is now the Nurmada River Valley. The formation is known for being a sauropod nesting site, yielding several dinosaur eggs, and sauropod herds likely chose sandy soil for nesting, though eggs belonging to the large theropods have been found. It is unknown if they belong to Rajasaurus. Sauropod corpulate remains indicate they lived in forested landscapes consuming plants such as conifers, palm trees, early grass, and flowering plants. The prehistoric snake Sonachet mainly raided the nests of sauropod eggs, though it is possible it is also targeted by smaller theropod eggs. India by the late Cretaceous had separated from Madagascar and South America during the breakup of Gondwana, and Rajasaurus lived on the isolated island, likely caused endemism and unique characteristics not seen in any other abelisaurids. However, despite being an island, there is no evidence of endemic animals with unique traits from late Cretaceous India, perhaps indicating a continued connection to other parts of the world, likely Africa, due to its proximity. The similarity between European and Indian sauropod egg taxa suggests an intercontinental migration of animals between India, Europe, and South America during the Cretaceous despite water barriers. Several dinosaurs have been described from the Lametta Formation, such as Novasaurid, Leiophysuchus, Abelisaurids, Indosaurus, Indosuchus, Lametasaurus, Rahilosaurus, and the Titanosaurine sauropods, Ganosaurus, Titanosaurus, and Isosaurus. The diversity of Abelisaurid and Titanosaurine dinosaurs in Cretaceous India indicates they shared close affinities of dinosaur life of other Gondwanan continents, which had similar inhabitants. And here's a fun fact. Dinosaurs in India probably all went extinct due to volcanic activity around 350,000 years before the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary. Dinosaurs probably avoided areas with volcanic fissure vents and lava flows. And that's it for Rajasaurus. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.